All right. Hello and welcome to our Teaching Times webinar. My name is Jory and I'm one of the editors here at Teaching Times. It's my pleasure today to walk you through our service and give you an idea of our publications and the kinds of articles we publish and what's in our best practice library. And after I'm done going through that, I'll give you a quick sneak peek of our new website, which we're very excited about, and show you some of the new functionality we're hoping to have and be able to share with you. So the first thing we'll do is I will share my screen here so you can see what we're doing. So when you come to teachingtimes.com, this is our homepage. And you'll see there's a few menus here. It can be a bit confusing, so I'll just try and go through and break some of this down for you. So at the top here, this bar is all of our different publications, and you can get a sense of what we're doing here. So this here is digital learning, and that's our publication about everything technology in education. And we've got learning spaces, which is very much about the environment and architecture that goes into school planning and learning environments. Every Child Journal, this is our publication for special needs and inclusion and that kind of thing. We've got Leadership Briefing, which is a collection of all of the different reports and research that has come out during the week in the news and in various things. It's a summary of that. We've got School Leadership Today, which is our publication that focuses very much on leadership issues and school management. Then there's Creative Teaching and Learning, which is a publication that focuses on our various learning practices, teaching, looking at thinking skills, and I'll show you a little bit more about that a bit later. There's PDT, which is Professional Development Today. We have project-based learning resources, and we have another update called Every Child Update, which again is connected to the inclusion issues. So we'll start here. If we look, we've got the online publications. And so if you subscribe to our service, what will happen is all the publications that you subscribe to, you can access from here. So if we start, I'll just click on School Leadership Today, and that will open up a window where you can download our latest copy of the magazine. And so you can see, you can either take it in a portfolio PDF form or just the standard PDF version, and that will be a PDF of the entire magazine. What will happen when a new magazine is released is you'll get an alert. All the teachers who are set up on the account will get an email alert that looks something like this. This is the online version of it, but it looks exactly the same in the email. And you can see it will show the latest cover, and you can download your copy directly from there, so you don't have to go to the website, but it just gives you the download there. And then we also have all of the articles from that journal itemized here, so you can see what's in the magazine. So this one had Easing the Childcare Burden. We've got a little snippet here so you can see what it's about. So you can click directly on that if you want to go straight to the article, and then you can download it there in PDF form. So that will come out for, we have different alerts for each magazine, so depending on which ones you subscribe to, and then there's alerts for our various publications. So if we go back here, you've got this page, and there's little knowledge banks here, which we'll talk a little bit about again in a minute, but you can see that there are collections of knowledge. I mean, everything here is set, so you just have to go to one place to get all of the information that is relevant to you. So the next thing we'll go back to the home page. So we've got a search function here, and this allows you to do research very quickly. So you can look for specific articles if you know what the article is called, or you can look up something that you're researching on. So for example, if we're doing thinking skills, so I'll just type that in, and you can see what comes up is all these different articles that are connected to thinking skills. And this is really, the heart of our library. We've got absolutely, lots of range of articles that connect to teaching practice. So it's they're all connected to educational theory in some way, but it's not the theoretical side of it. So we have, our publications are much different from most others. You know, there's lots of information about education out there, and there's also, you know, theoretical research journals. And we do have research, but we do work very hard to make sure it's relevant to teaching practice. So you can see here, so we've got Thinking Skills Debate. You can see there's Creative Teaching and Learning is the magazine or the publication it's connected to. And most of the thinking skills stuff will be that. You know, if there's another journal connected, then it would say that there. And you can just click directly on that article and it will come up again with the summary, and you can download the article that way. You can search by most, or sort by most recent, or sort by relevance, and you can refine your search. So maybe less relevant to thinking skills, but if you wanted to see every child journal, so you can see, actually here we've got a few things in every child journal about thinking skills, or if you're looking for more leadership type options, School Leadership Today would be the way to go, and you can see how that comes up. So that's a really excellent function for anybody who's doing research for, you know, for any kind of specific topic, or if you're looking for ideas, like if we say we wanted to teach history, you know, we can look up all of the different kinds of things that come up there. So if you're a history teacher, you might want to, you know, look for different ideas that way. And again, if we're looking for creative teaching ideas, that just comes up, and we've got ideas, and we can say, oh, look, there's one on why was Beckett murdered. And you've got resources for how to use a medieval murder mystery to teach some of these principles in the history curriculum. So all of that is organized for you, and it's all here and available just at the click of your mouse, really. So that's the heart of our library, and we've got all sorts of detailed practice of teaching and learning, you know, for any area that is crucial for schools and is key for schools, and especially in the area of leadership. You know, leadership is a strong area, as well as creative teaching and learning practice, and looking at how we engage on, you know, with deep learning and all of these kinds of things that are really important for teachers. So that's the main articles. The next thing that's really important for us that we're very proud of is our knowledge banks. And so knowledge banks are curated collections that are already done for you on issues that are important for teachers. So we have them organized into categories: vulnerable children, digital learning, learning spaces. So some of these map onto our publications, but some of them are a little bit different. And what these are is curated collections of articles. So if you're looking at, you know, project-based learning, why, you know, what is project-based learning? What's the theory behind it? Here's a collection of articles that will, you know, you can base some of your research. You can start research that way. Here's one that I'll show you, the metacognition. And so metacognition is a big thing in education, and we're wondering, why is there such a strong emphasis on it? And so, like with all of our other knowledge banks, there's an introduction that covers the issues. So what is metacognition? Why is it important? How can we use it? What questions do we consider when we're dealing with that? And some of the strategies. So that introduction is available for those topics. And then underneath we have all of these different resources. So this particular knowledge bank has a webinar that we produced with Steve Higgins, so that's there. And then we've also got articles from the internet that aren't ours, so this is something that we found was relevant. And then we've got articles that are from our library, so it's already been curated. You don't have to do the search for metacognition to find relevant things. They're already all here. And we've thought about what kinds of things people might be interested in and giving a good range. So it's you might not find these all just from a simple search. We've done a lot of that work for you. And so, as I said, we've got a number of these knowledge banks, and they're growing all the time. We add them in whenever we've got some time that. So we've got professional development, school leadership in primary, school leadership in secondary, you know, and these issues that are important, EBAC, school improvement, all of these kinds of things that that are important for people to look at and know about, and you know, and it's a nice easy way to get deep knowledge of these topics. The next thing that is really great in here, it's hidden under the knowledge banks right now, but on our new site it will be a little bit more visible, but that's these project-based learning resources. And project-based learning resources are, you know, fantastic for anybody doing cross-curriculum work. So what we've got here is a collection of resources relating to various things. So this is Key Stages 1 and 2 about the North and South Poles. We've got something on mini-beasts, which is again for the younger groups. We put together a great one for the Centenary World War I, and so we've got an in-depth investigation, so that's for a bit of the older students. There's a number of these that we are adding all the time. We can just take a quick look, for example, the Tutankhamun. So you can see here's what the knowledge banks look like. Again, we've got an introduction, we've got some images, and here's this particular one is all connected here, and the activities are set up, just outlined on here. And then there's related articles and documents that teachers can use, resource packs that can be downloaded, everything that you need to teach the cross-curriculum plan on Tutankhamun, project-based learning. It's all laid out for you there. So we have a number of those resources which are excellent. And with subscribers have full access to all of them. You can purchase them individually, but as a subscriber, you'll have access to everything. So for the most part, that is the heart of our library and our service here. The next thing that's coming up for us, as I mentioned already, is our new website, and it's getting close, but it's not quite there. So I can't give you a full tour of it today, but I can just show you a little bit of what we're looking at and where we're headed with it. So you can see. We've decluttered the homepage quite a bit. Obviously, there's a lot of information on our site that we need to be able to access, and so we've tried to make it as streamlined and as straightforward for you as possible. So this is what it's going to look like. So we've got this. You can browse by topic. Again, the topics are similar. They're mapped onto our publications, but they're slightly broadened. So we have, again, our creative teaching, learning, digital learning, leadership, learning spaces, professional development, research and report summaries, and special needs. And so we'll have all of that easily set out for you. So if you click on creative teaching and learning like that, it will go to a whole list of pages and topics that you can go explore. And the topics will also look like this. So you can see we've got everything categorized into subcategories. So if you want, for digital learning, we've got mobile and distance learning, assistive technology, virtual augmented reality, and all of those will have all the articles connected, and that will just do a quick search for you. Again, professional development, this is a really important area. So leading professional development, how-to guides, distance learning, school-based CPD, any kind of governor training. So you can see the breadth of our library just through these topics. And like I say, at the moment, the articles aren't all in here, so you can't see how many there are, but we have over 10,000 articles that will be in here for you to take a look at. The next thing is how we're changing our knowledge banks, and this is very, very exciting. So we will have the same knowledge banks that I just showed you, where we've curated the information and it's all there for you. But there's also going to be an option and an ability for teachers to create their own knowledge banks. And what that means is they can save their own articles. So they find an article that they like and they can save it into their own profile, and they'll have it there, and they can organize it into their own set. So if they're teaching, they're working on, say something with thinking skills, they can curate their own list of articles, and then those can be shared. and they can make notes on the articles, and they can share that with the team. It's a great way for school leadership to be able to get information out to their team, to the rest of the teachers, with annotated documents. The other thing is that teachers will be able to upload their own resources. So it's all going to be here for them. So if they've got a project that they want to add in, or they've got some kind of video or audio that they want to add to their lesson, this is a great place to be able to store it. And again, they can share all those lesson plans and all that material with their other teachers or with the whole school. And schools can set up various ways of handling that sharing. And so that's going to be a big change, and we're really looking forward to how that will transform this service, make it even better for teachers and schools. Teaching resources will be similar to the knowledge banks, the same idea that we're talking about, where we can save resources and have things set up where we can add files from the internet, we can add them from our own practice, and we can be able to share between teachers and between schools here. So that's the new functionality. Great thing with the new site, as you noticed when I was showing you the previous one, when you get to a magazine article, in the past you've had to download it as PDF, and that can be a bit cumbersome when you're reading online. And so we've got everything switched to HTML, and so you can see this will be this is a sample page of a creative teaching and learning page. So we've got here some of the articles, and so this will be most recent, and there'll be various search functions that we'll get here, and we've got the articles laid out now entirely in HTML, and so you can see they're hyperlinked properly, and you've got a whole list of there. You can read it on any device. Very straightforward, and if you want to export it to PDF, you will have that option via print. So you can still get the articles you want, you can save them, you can share them, you'll be able to share them on social media, you'll be able to do all sorts of things like that. So we're really pleased that that's coming, bringing us a bit forward, and allowing us to get these articles shared a lot more easily. So that is basically the quick preview of the new site, and we're hoping we'll have more functionality that we can demonstrate for you soon. We're hoping this will be up and running. We're just in the final stages, so it will be not very long. So that's basically all I have to share with you today. And if you have any questions about the site or the service or anything that we can do, if you'd like your own guided tour, if I can help you work through navigating the site as it is, we'd be happy to do that. Just get in touch, and we'll sort that out. All right, well, thank you very much, and have a great day.